Hi, my name is Kelly, and I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher with YYOGA and YYOGA at Home. Today, we're going to do a beginner sequence focusing on the core and finding balance in your core. The core is comprised of several muscles, which we'll talk about as we go through the sequence. What you'll need is a Thera-Band, which is a great prop that you can pick up online or at any drugstore. And also a shower towel or a hand towel. You'll also need a block, and if you don't have a block at home, all good. You can use a pillow. You can also use a book. Let's come down on our back right away, and we'll start with some breathing, which is incredibly key to the success of your practice, of any practice. So come on down and feel yourself on the floor. Just feel your bones, feel your spine, feel the weight of your pelvis, settle your feet, settle your hands next to you in a narrow V, lengthen through your fingers. Lift all 10 toes up off the floor. So all 10 toes come up and you can feel the weight coming into the balls of your feet and the heels of your feet. And then let each toe pad come back down, spreading between each toe so that you create space. Begin to slurp your toes toward your heels and your heels toward your toes a little bit. So your feet start to resemble two suction cups on the mat, two paws, very sticky, very slurpy. Walk your heels underneath your knee creases, settle, and walk your feet to hips distance apart. Now I can't see my feet, that's okay. Just guess the distance of your hips, all good. Bring your head to center, begin to nod your head a little bit, just to feel the weight of your heavy head on the floor, settling into the back of your skull. And then take your hands to your torso, pinky fingers to your hip bones, bring your thumbs to your floating ribs, and begin to cinch those 4 points together. So you can kind of get a sense of the bungee cords narrowing a bit. Then take your hands completely on your belly, so heels of your hands on your hip bones, fingers wrap around, and begin to draw those points in. So you're narrowing your hip points as well as narrowing your rib cage a little bit. So you get that core connection right away of the layers of your abdominals. Okay, let's begin to work into our breath, taking a forward and backward tilt of our pelvis. On an inhale, tip your sits bones down toward your heels. So you're getting a lift in your spine. Take an inhale breath, and then exhale. Begin to draw your spine down on the mat. So you're creating a flat back. Imprinting your spine is what we call it. On an inhale, lift your spine, tip your sits bones down. And then exhale, finding that imprint as you draw your belly in and up. Again, inhale, find that lift. And exhale, scoop, gather your belly. Oh, feel that connection on the floor. Continue with that, creating that forward and backward tilt of your pelvis as you breathe. Ooh, such a good way to get into the musculature of your pelvic floor. There are several muscles. There are about 10 muscles in the pelvic floor that you're getting into. I won't name them all because there are so many of them, and they're tiny, but super important. So as you do this, the pelvic floor starts to fire, that subtle gathering, and your abdominals start to fire as well as your back stabilizers when you create that imprint. Let's stay in a neutral spine, softening your front ribs a little bit, gathering into your belly, narrowing your hip points. Walk your feet a little bit closer together. And on your next breath, take your left leg up into tabletop and then reach your right leg up into tabletop. And this is not easy to do. I'm just going to say, bring your legs together. Now, if you would like, you can grab hold of your block, taking your block in between your knees and squeeze. That's a really good way to create that core connection all the way up the inner thighs, into the pelvis, into the belly. Otherwise, keep your legs zippered up. Imagine that you have a zipper between your inner feet, inner knees, all the way up the pelvic floor, all the way up into the rib cage. So So keep that inner zipper, keep your knees directly above your hips. If holding neutral spine is tough, and that can be for a lot of people, you can begin to create that spinal imprint if that helps you to connect to your abdominals in a more efficient way. So discern what works for you. So either the neutral spine or an imprint. All right, I like to take my hands on my torso for a bit of feedback, keeping my front ribs in, gathering my belly, narrowing, almost like you have a corset around your midsection. And we'll go into toe taps. I'm just going to adjust my mic here because it's kind of coming off my head, but that's all good. All right. On an inhale, take your left leg forward and down. You don't have to touch your toe to the floor. Just go down as far as you can. And then exhale, bring your leg back up to tabletop. Inhale, take your right leg forward and down and tap like you're dipping your toes into water. And exhale, lift. Let's keep going. Inhale. The whole time, exhale. The whole time, using your hands for feedback, noticing if your belly is pushing into your fingers rather than pulling away from your hands. So let's go another 5 of these, and they're way harder than they look, by the way, as you can feel it, those of you at home. So let's go 3, and for 2, woo, and 1. It's subtle and it's super deep. Bring your legs together either with a block or not. Let's do double toe tap. So it's as if you're dipping both toes into water, but again, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. So you can just go down a few inches. That's all good. Inhale, keeping the abdominal connection, pelvic floor is lifting. Draw your legs forward and down. Woo! And exhale, bring your legs back up to tabletop. Inhale, reach your legs forward and down and tap. And exhale, lift back to tabletop. Keep going. So as I'm going down, I am noticing that my belly is pressing into my fingers. So I'm going to do less. Less is always more. And it's not about range, it's about form. That's my favorite saying to say in a classroom setting. Let's do another 4. Ugh. For 3. For 2. And 1. Nice work. Whew. Take your feet to the floor, draw your knees together, take a cactus shape to your arms, bend your elbows, turn your palms up. Feet are wide, separate your knees apart, and windshield wipe your legs from side to side. So just giving a nice stretch to the hip flexors. That was a lot of flexion in the hips, and can create a little bit of tension, or a lot of tension even. So relax. Take a few inhales and exhales. And bring your knees back up. Wiggle your feet in, hips distant, settle your heels beneath your knees, and reach for your towel. Okay. So in Pilates, we do lift our head up a lot off the floor, and your head is quite heavy. It's about 10 to 15 pounds. So that can create a lot of tension in the neck muscles. So taking something, you can also use the Thera-Band, although the towel has feels a little bit more stable. Having something behind your head gives you that support so that you can work into your abdominals really efficiently. So let's give it a try. Take the towel behind your head, right behind the base of your skull. It's right at that occipital ridge at the base of your skull. And then lift your elbows, wrap your arms forward and up as your head lifts up off the floor. So I feel really, really supported here. Now, you can choose to come into a neutral spine here, which means drawing your sitting bones down to get a little bit of lift in the lumbar and the low back. Or, if you prefer, push and imprint your spine down on the mat, whichever helps you to get that abdominal connection. Now, let's find our breath here. On an inhale, lower your head down and tap. Exhale, draw your pelvic floor up. Firm your belly as you curl up onto the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, and then lower down. Inhale, and exhale, curl up. Ooh. So keep going with this, inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. Your eye gaze is at your knees or your thighs, eventually comes to your navel. Exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. The reason why we want our eyes to be looking forward and down is because your eye muscles are intimately related to your neck muscles. And we want our neck to flex here as we come up rather than extend, which means going into a back bend. So we want a forward fold of the cervical spine. Let's do another 4. These are hard. My arms are getting tired as well. For 3, exhale. For 2. And 1. Let's do an upper abdominal curl with obliques. Exhale, curl up. Turn through your rib cage over to the left, through the rib cage. Support your head. Push your head back into your towel. Lengthen the back of your skull. Come back to center. Stay high. Pull your belly down. That's the hard part. And then turn. This can be an inhale or an exhale over to the right. Tacking your left sit bone down. Come back to center on your inhale and exhale, turn. Woo! Turn to the left. Come back to center, inhale, and exhale, turn to the right. You're turning through your rib cage rather than kind of lifting through the elbow. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, turn to the left. Back to center, inhale, exhale, turn to the right. 1 more each side. Come back to center, inhale, turn to the left, back to center, woo, and turn to the right. Come to center, inhale, pull your belly down, lower your head, release your towel, shake out your arms. That's a lot of work for the arms, whew, and the belly. All right, we're going to give an upper abdominal curl with our hands behind our head. So you can either use your towel here, or you can take your hands behind your head, interlace your hands behind your skull, wrap your elbows into your peripheral vision just a little bit so you support the weight of your head. Lengthen the back of your skull. Take an inhale breath and exhale, curl up onto the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, lifting, pushing your head back into your hands, and then curl down. Now exhale, curl up. Take your left leg up into tabletop. Take your right leg up into tabletop, 90-degree angles with your knees, taking your knees directly above your hips, wrapping your legs together. And slowly, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you don't have to, curl yourself up a little bit higher. Whoo, I'm shaking. I don't know about you guys, but I am shaking. And that's a good thing, right? Your belly muscles will shake a little bit eventually. Or you know what, maybe that will never go away. That's okay. It means that your abdominals are working. Whew, make sure that you're breathing. Exhale, pause here, pause. Now we'll do toe taps with the upper abdominal lift. Send your left leg forward and down and tap. And exhale, come back up. Your leg doesn't have to go this far down, right? You can just take your leg forward a couple of inches. Exhale, notice your belly. Inhale, reach. Tap, exhale, lift. Right side lower, tap and lift. Exhale, inhale, lower. Tap, lift. Other side, lower. Tap, lift. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take both feet down. Separate your feet apart, knees together. Lower your head and windshield wipe. Take your knees apart. Windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Whew. Settle your ribs. Let's do a variation on the 100 next with the towel behind our head. Settling onto your feet, grab hold of your towel, send it behind that occipital ridge at the base of your skull. Wrap your arms forward and up, lift your elbows. Lengthen the back of your skull, start to slowly raise up into that upper abdominal curl onto the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Take your leg back into tabletop, legs come together. Start to work towards a straight leg. Now that might not mean all the way straight for you, and that is fine, right? Eventually straightening the legs, but you can keep your legs in that tabletop position, pointing or flexing, right? I'm going to take my legs up straight. Right, you can also work a little bit of a turnout, heels together, toes apart. Eventually, your legs will move forward at a diagonal as you curl up a little bit higher. Now, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. 5 more of these and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pull the belly in. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Last one. And exhale. Whew, hard work. Take your head down. Lower your towel. Whew. Take your thighs to your chest. Wrap your fingers around your knees like you're palming 2 little grapefruits. Wrap your fingers around, draw your big toes so they touch, and take 2 circles on the ceiling with your knees. 2 mortar and pestles. Yeah, like you're stirring out the soup here. Let's go 3 more in this direction. For 2. And 1 and switch. And you can also try this with no hands, keeping your big toes connected, circumducting through the legs here. Oh yeah, feels so good. This works to stabilize the hips while mobilizing through the legs. 2 and 1. Let's do leg circles, taking your feet to the floor, reaching your left leg forward, reaching your right leg up. Let's actually stretch the hamstrings out first though. Interlacing your hands behind the back of your thigh. You can either point and flex through your ankles and inhale, extend, straighten, and exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, bend. Come to your straight leg position, whatever that is for you, and let's flex through the ankles, dorsiflex, and point, plantar flex. Go ahead and flex and point and flex and point. Let's stay pointed. Take your hands down in a very narrow V, and we'll take 5 circles in one direction and we'll go 5 in the other. And these are small circles, so think a little bit bigger than a basketball. So let's go 5, 4, staying very stable in the pelvis while the leg mobilizes for 2 and 1. Switch direction. Let's go 5, very small, 4, stable for the shoulders and the arms for 3, for 2. My abdominals are working. Last 1, pause. Bend your right knee, send your right leg forward, take your left knee up, bending it. Interlace your hands behind the back of your thigh into your hamstrings, and let's bend and extend through the leg. And make sure that you're breathing. Obviously you are. And then come to your straight leg position and flex and point. And flex and point. Let's go flex and point, pause, stay here. Take your hands, so you're bracing through your arms quite a bit, bracing through your shoulders quite a bit, stabilizing through the abdominals. The pelvis stays stable while the leg circumducts, which means it goes around the circle of the joint. So it goes around the socket, the ball in the socket. So we'll do 5, 4, pelvic floor is contracting for 3, for 2, and 1. Looks easy, it's way harder than it looks. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both thighs to chest. Roll over to your right side or left side, it doesn't matter. And press yourself up, and we'll finally get off our back. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Let me just fix my mic set here really quick. And come down onto hands and knees. This is called the quadruped position, 4-point kneeling. So settling your hips directly above your knees here and bringing your shoulders directly above your wrists. Taking your hands outer shoulders distance apart, looking forward. So this is an opportunity here to connect to your core musculature. So finding the layers, the transverse abdominis, deep abdominal layers, rectus and obliques, finding those outer layers, gathering into your pelvic floor. Let's do a little bit of a cat-cow. Inhale, draw your inner thighs back and apart, lifting the back of your skull, spinning your upper inner arms forward. And then exhale, scoop round, big C curve, cat stretch to round and roll in. And then inhale, push inner thighs back and apart as you push into the tops of your feet. And exhale, scoop, gather. This is an opportunity to contract as you flex through your spine. Let's do 4 more of these, 4 more. Cow shape, that's an inhale. Typically you inhale on extension and you exhale on flexion, meaning that rounded shape. Yeah, and I'm gathering my shoulder blades onto my back as I roll through and articulate, last one, through my spine. Okay, coming to neutral, that's the natural shape of your spine, concave and convex. Gathering your belly, it's easy to forget at this point. Bring your knees in a little bit, and actually bring your knees all the way together. So hug your knees together. Lift your feet up off the floor and swivel your legs over to the right, tap your toes on the floor, and then glance with your right eye to your right pinky toe. So you get lateral flexion here as you press into the left side, expanding to the left side as the right side of your trunk contracts. So connecting to those oblique muscles. And then inhale, lift your toes, come back to center, and exhale, tap to the left and gaze at your left pinky toe as the right side of your trunk expands here. Yes, and breathe. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Swivel your legs back to center, shell stretch briefly. Take your knees wide apart. Gather your big toes, settle back toward your heels, stack your fists, and take your forehead on top of your fists. The whole time that your forehead is on top of your fist, though, keep scooping into your belly so that you don't lose that contraction of your abdominals. And your pelvic floor is also subtly gathering. Inhale, lift your head, send your arms forward, tense your fingertips. Nestle your ears between your upper inner arms and start to drag your fingers back toward your knees. Gathering in to the midline. Find your knees, find your thighs, chin to chest, and then slowly roll up your spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Nice. Come onto your bum and send your legs forward. Let's grab hold of our Thera-Band. So taking your Thera-Band around your feet and work towards the end. Go about, if you can, 4, maybe 5 inches away from your feet, if that's possible. If not, just gather wherever you can. All right, coming to sit up tall, bending your knees, flexing your feet as if you're pressing your feet up against a wall. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, lengthening through your spine. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, gather into your pelvic floor, scooping into your belly, rolling back onto the fleshy part of your bum. So feeling the base of the sacrum, so you feel that triangular shaped bone at the base of your spine. And this is an opportunity to gaze down at your belly to hollow it out. Really easy to push the belly outward rather than scooping it in. So you could put some water into your pelvic bowl. So we're going to roll down the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, and it looks like I might have to scooch up a little bit, which is all good. So make sure there's nothing behind you. scoop into your belly and roll back vertebrae by vertebrae. So let's go down for 5. 4, press into your heels. For 3, for 2, and 1. Straighten your legs, lower your head, straighten your arms. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, lengthen the back of your skull. Nod your chin, lifting your arms up, scooping into your belly. Shake, shake, shake. As you bend your knees to press down into your heels, roll forward. You'll lose slack on your band and reach your forehead toward your knees. We'll do 4 of these. Inhale, coming up. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Exhale, scoop to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. So coming on down. Woo! It's really challenging. The roll up is one of the most challenging things to do. So take an inhale breath here. Exhale, chin nods, coming on up. Let's roll for 5. Feeling that shake. For 4. For 3. For 2, forehead to knees, and 1. 2 more. Inhale, roll up your spine. And exhale, scoop to come down. Vertebrae by vertebrae sequentially. Your spine is like a string of pearls as you roll all the way down. Nice. Okay, let's come up again. Lengthen your skull. That's really important. As you lift your head, look down your legs, reach your arms up, lift up, up, up to roll forward. Let's do 1 more for good measure. So if you want, so you can either keep the band, which is a great idea. Otherwise you can't. Take your arms forward at the height of your shoulders, plug the heads of your arm bones back, scooping into your belly, start to roll down, finding that sequential roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. So really feeling each individual vertebrae. And then reaching your arms up and over your head. Get arms lift, head lifts, bend your knees, push into your heels to roll all the way up. And yes, I am shaking. Woo! Let your arms release, shake it out a little bit, swing your legs off to the side and come onto your belly. All right, so doing all that contraction, we're going to lengthen out the hip flexors now and get into our back extensors. Coming down onto your belly, placing your head on your hands, stacking your hands with wide elbows. I'm going to leave my head up so I can talk. If my head is on the floor, you won't be able to hear me, or it'll sound kind of muffled. So for you, place your head on your hands, plug the heads of your arm bones back so you feel nice and secure in your shoulder sockets, and scoop and lift your belly up and off the floor. Bring your feet to hips distance apart, and you can point through your toes a little bit so you can press down to the tops of your feet so you get that connection all the way up your legs, up into your pelvic floor, up into your abdominal muscles. And then from here, starting to feel your hamstrings and glutes starting to fire as you lift your right leg up off the floor. And it doesn't have to lift very high. We want to make sure it doesn't get crunchy in the low back. And exhale, lower your right leg forward and down. Inhale, lift your left leg forward and back, and notice if you're pushing your abdominals into the floor, but rather scoop them away from the floor. And then lower your left leg down, and then reach your right leg up and lower. And left side scoops long, back and up and lower down. Now let's challenge ourselves a little bit, lifting both legs up. Begin to swim or kick the legs, and it's slow. It's a slow swimmer. And we'll just do the legs today. Just getting that beautiful extension, getting into your spinal extensors, hip extensors. Yes. Make sure that you're breathing. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down, shake it out. That's good work. Whew. Bring your legs together. Your head is still on your hands, plugging your shoulders into their sockets, gathering your belly up and off your mat. lifting both legs up with your legs together, and begin to beat your inner heels together. So your inner heels come together and maybe your inner thighs. And this is a beautiful way to get all the way up into that pelvic floor, into that subgluteal crease, which is your smile line, into your glutes and hamstrings. So let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down, shake it out a little bit, give yourself a little, yeah. Nice. Okay, let's do a little bit of swan prep just to get into our hip extensors a little bit more. Take your elbows into a cactus shape. Prop yourself up into a sphinx position, walking your elbows a little bit wider than shoulders distance apart, and then turn your forearms out at a bit of an angle. Thread through your fingers, gathering into your abdominals like crazy here. It's almost like a plank back bend. So it's a really strong contraction of the abdominals as well as the glutes and the hamstrings. So really press into the tops of your feet. Yeah, now draw the shoulders back, lifting the back of your skull. This might be where a lot of you will stay today, and this is a beautiful back bend. It's a beautiful stretch to the front line while the back line contracts. It's a beautiful place to work. If you want a little bit more, you can start to lift your elbows up. Maybe they don't straighten all the way, and maybe at some point the elbows straighten, wrapping your shoulders onto your back, wheeling your rib cage forward and up, lifting the back of your skull. And yeah, you're squeezing your bum quite a bit here. You are. I would say about a 9 out of 10. Good. All right. And slowly, when you're ready, lower down, belly, chest, rib cage. Slide your hands back, tuck your toes under, press your hips up and back. Take your knees a little bit closer than mat's distance apart. Bring your toes together, settle back to a very brief child's pose. However, keep a little bit of connection to your belly just to protect your back. This is a big stretch. Bring your forehead on top of your fists. Take a few deep inhales and exhales. Lift your head. Come onto fingertips. Lift your arms. Wiggle yourself back and forth a little bit. And keep the gathering in your pelvic floor. A little bit of abdominal activation to protect your back in this position. As you drag your fingertips toward your knees, coming all the way up, keeping that rounded shape to your spine, then finding your knees, finding your thighs, and slowly rolling up your spine. Coming to that beautiful stacked position where your head is above your shoulders are above your hips. Let everything settle. Let the dust settle. I hope you enjoyed today's quick beginner mat session. My name is Kelly, and I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher for YYOGA and with YYOGA at Home. Hope to see you again soon. Have a good day. Bye.